what it do, gon' tell me how you feel. Chillin' with the big dog, giving you the real deal. No lies or gimmicks, keep it authentic. It's time to turn up, yeah, it's time to get it. Hey.
What's up, guys? This is Big Dog, back in the motherfucking house. Actually, in my house, in my office, doing a podcast just for you guys. You see, today I decided to do it in my house because I wanted to talk about advice. Something that a lot of us don't take into consideration. I can say about 100% of us, we always ask for some type of advice. And the advice that we want is not what we want to hear. We always want someone to tell us beautiful things and sweet things that will basically be whispered into our ears. Things that we want the truth, but we don't. How do we go about that? Let me explain to you guys. You always go up to somebody you admire, anything. It can be the most famous person in the world. It can be your idol. It can be someone you value. And they go ahead and give you advice. 99% of the time, you don't take it. You see, with advice comes success. People who have been there, done that, seen it. Normally, I like to take my advice from somebody older. Somebody who's been there and done that. Someone who has failed over and over and over again. Because they know how to overcome those mistakes. Because they've done it several times. They've done it so many times that they know. It's like the movie or a cartoon. You see something and then you have that rewind button. And then you make those mistakes, you rewind, and you think that you're going to step over, climb over, or do everything all over again if you can just rewind, like the movie Rewind. But it doesn't work like that. You keep on rewinding and rewinding, and you keep trying to skip through everything. Skip through life, skip through the failures, the obstacles, the bumps in the road, the ups and downs. And by doing that, you miss out. You miss out on all of those things that you needed to fail in order to make you a better person. In order to make you overcome all those obstacles. You need one thing, and it's time. But you always try to rewind that to see if you can fix it. You can't fix anything, no matter how many times you go backwards. You need to fail forwards. Now, I see a lot of people, they'll come. I'm going to use myself as an example. I've seen so many young guys come to me. Now, if I recall and I tell you, I've been in this industry for about 28 years. But I started my business, my first supplement store, in 2006. We're in 2023. I'm missing 3 more years to be in business for 20 years. 6 different businesses. Some ups and some downs. Some failures. Some bumps in the road. Even the other 2, which will be 8 businesses, closed down. Because they weren't, I can't say they weren't successful. They just weren't at the right moment at the right time, even with the right person. When you're going to do something, whatever it is you're going to do it alone. Don't do it with someone else. Even in business, everyone always tells you, doing business with your best friend, doing business with your closest friend, or anybody that you think is going to be successful, is most likely going to be a failure. Because what he wants is not what you want. And what you want is not what he wants. Or he or she, in that case. But whatever your dream is, whatever your goals are, whatever your aspiration is is to do it alone. You can't do it for free. You can't start a business with zero. You have to have an investment. You have to save money. It's going to be rough. It's going to be tough. It's going to take years. You're not going to be a success in 1 year. It may take 5 or 10 years, depending how you are. You're going to have a lot of hatred. You're going to have a lot of competition. There's competition everywhere. There's room for everyone to eat. You're going to have people that you don't even know, like myself, 20 years doing it, 28 years in the industry, 3 more years will be 20 years. And you're going to have always someone trying to knock you down. You're going to have some person in a different shape, in a different form, in a different body, okay? You're going to see the same character that tried to knock you down just come. Could be a man, a woman. It's the same thing. It's the same person. It's the devil. It's the same person coming to you to try to knock you down, but just in a different way. Someone who might get close to you, someone who might be your friend, someone you might open up your heart to. It's going to happen. It is inevitable. It has to happen. Unfortunately, if you have a good partner, like I do, that would be my wife, she's going to see those back ends for you. She's going to see the bullshit, just like you're going to see through the bullshit. Same way I taught her. I gave her advice from the first day I met her. She always listened. She took that advice, now she gives me the advice. So it's vice versa. I opened up her eyes, and now she's my right-hand man, and I'm her right-hand man. We both see eye to eye. We communicate perfectly together. Every time I give someone advice, they always think it's to try to bring them down because I kick them the real deal. I don't sugarcoat anything. I tell them like it is, and they get offended. Unfortunately, they don't belong in your life. Remember when I told you that God puts people in people's lives for a specific reason, and when that time is done, you need to let them go? I always tell you guys that. You got to let them go. God puts everyone in someone's life for a reason. It could be for a moment, a minute, an hour, a month, a year, a day. It doesn't matter. They've served their purpose. Don't ever question God why they left. Don't ever question him. He knows why. He did it for a reason. Because intentions are everything. Giving someone advice and they don't take your advice, so be it. I love to see people, when I give someone advice, I'll give you a great example. He's doing filming now. He started with me when we first opened up the gym, and now he's climbed the ladder of success. Phenomenal. Doing his thing. And I've seen many others. I have a friend. His name is Danilo. I told him one time, stay away from this person. Don't be like that person. Be you. That person has nothing. That person has no family. You do. You have a daughter, you have a son, you have a wife. He has a girlfriend. The guy's a loser. Unfortunately, to me, he's a loser. He's a nobody. Still doing the same thing. You know where Danilo's at? The guy's climbed the ladder of success. That guy now does fiber optics, works for this big company, has a house. Now he's planning on buying another house and renting it, refixed his house, has his car, has his family, has his life. He's making 6 figures. Phenomenal. He did everything I told him to do, and now look where he stands today. He climbed that ladder of success with his wife, with his family. I mean, it's beautiful to see that. But that's 1 in a million. You know how many people I've told that to? You know how many people don't listen? 1%. Look at the rest of them. Doing nothing. End up nowhere. Thinking, oh, this guy's a hater. This guy's like this. How can I be a hater if I've been doing it for 28 years and owning a business for 17 years, like I told you, missing 3 more to be 20. I'm speaking from experience. So do other people. But it's like I tell you guys. You guys ask for advice. You want to hear what you don't want to hear. You want to hear something beautiful. Business isn't beautiful. Life isn't beautiful. It's rough. It's tough. It'll stab you in the back. It's a grind. Are you going to wake up every day like I do for the past 28 years at 3 o'clock in the morning? Are you going to do it? I mean, shit, we can start when I was a kid. Going to high school, playing football. Still woke up at 3 in the morning. I've been doing it my whole life. I've been grinding my whole life. Going to sleep at 10, 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, repeating the same thing all over again. I remember when I first started and I wanted to have a business. Always remember, when you have a business, you don't quit your day job to open up a business. Where are you going to get your residual income from? 2 spots, 3 in the morning, drive to downtown, security for some famous people, don't need to say any names, stand at the door for hours, finish at 4, drive to the vitamin shop, close the vitamin shop at 10, restock everything till 11, go to the gym, work out till 12, repeat the same thing all over again, save those 2 jobs to save money, live in your car, 2 years, sell supplements out of the back of my car. So selling supplements out of the back of my car, saving money, having 2 jobs, doing everything so that I can open up my first store in 2006. Does that sound like a plan for you? Can you hustle and grind like that? That's my advice to you. I can continue to give you advice every day, day in and day out. Are you going to listen to it? Or are you going to listen to the next person? No. You know what you do? You listen to the loser. You listen to the guy who has nothing. You listen to the schmuck that tells you a dream that he doesn't have a pot to piss in. You listen to losers. They don't have anything. I don't know how that works. How can you listen to a person like myself that has everything, that has been grinding and doing this for so many years, to a person who lives in an efficiency, who has nothing, who has a girlfriend, doesn't have a family, has no life, and you listen to that schmuck? I mean, that's where you're going to end up, doing the same thing he's doing. I mean, I'm not trying to bash anybody, because I told you I'm not here to bash anyone, but unfortunately we listen to the pieces of garbage that have nothing because they whisper sweet things in your ear. Have you looked in the mirror and you looked at the person that's next to you, the person that, like I just told you, has nothing, and then you look at the person that has everything, and you know what everything is? Happiness. I didn't talk about money. Happiness, a family, working every single day, grinding, being the owner, waking up to open up the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning every single day with no excuses, never being late. Having that gym spick and span, smelling clean. Everybody knows what I do. Everybody knows I'm Mr. Clean. It's on my face. You can see it, right? Like Mr. Clean? Yeah? Okay. You guys get the idea. But even the ones who've worked for me who are gone, they can tell you. They can say, you know what? Yeah, he's right. Because I never opened up the gym. He did. That is showing you, myself, because I don't have anything to prove to anyone but to myself, but showing my employees that I'm on the grind the same way they're on the grind. I always wish the best. Whether you come, you go, you leave, you do bad, you stab me in the back, I always repeat the same thing to everyone. I will never fail you, but you will always fail me. And it's unfortunately, but it's like that. Think about it. If God came right now, sat here in this chair, kicking you the real deal as I'm doing to you, tells you like it is, doesn't sugarcoat anything, and tells you A, B, C, D, E, F, G, what's going to happen, are you going to believe him? No, you're probably going to crucify him. You're probably going to tell him he's full of shit. Am I right? Most likely that's what you're going to do. Unfortunately, you're most likely going to think that he's full of shit because he's telling you everything like it is. But I'm going to leave it there. You know why? Because I'm going to go be out there with my family, with my loved ones, with my wife, with my son, and enjoy the time. I'm here to tell you and kick you the real deal and tell you the truth and don't sugarcoat anything. But it is what it is. Bada boom, bada bang.
What it do? Gon' tell me how you feel. Chillin' with the big dog, giving you the real deal. No lies or gimmicks. Keep it up.